So I've been watching Sunday Morning Live. It's on the BBC and it takes topical issues and looks at the ethics behind them. So with the recent revelation that the coalition government plans to cut child benefit for high rate earners in 2013, they were discussing the question that is it correct for governments to pay people to have children, or is this something of the past? Should we move on? Given the current economic climate, all seems well, but does it? So this is my opinion on it. As an A-level economics, RS and maths student, I want to say what I actually believe the government should do as a voice of the youth. Well, I believe that in the world we have scarce resources. Now this is going back to basic economics. We have scarce amount of land, food, everything we need, everything we have, there's a limited quantity of it. But us human, in our nature, we have greed, which is not always bad. It's helped us evolve, it's helped us do well, it's given us motivation. It's not always bad. However, this greed cannot be met by our resources, and this is the problem. So economics looks at how to basically achieve this, how to meet our unlimited wants with our limited with our limited resources. Now, given that our population has been populating the planet really, really fast, and it's exponential population growth, and it's not good because our resources is more strain on them with recent world issues such as climate change, oil crisis, fossil fuels. We're having a lot to deal with. So one of the problems the governments of the world have to deal with is population. Now, I don't agree with some of the strategies like nanny state China have put in, like the one-child policy. The reason being, I feel it is an individual's decision how many kids they want to have. And I believe we do not live in an era anymore which is sexist, that if your first child is female in the countryside, you're allowed to have another one just so that you can get a male. I don't think this is correct, and I think you're playing with nature. So in terms of whether government should pay people to have children, think about it this way. If you want to have children, as I said, I believe it's your choice. However many you want to have. The government should encourage people to have at least one kid, because that way the population is declining. It's not sort of increasing and it's not maintaining or decrease, because if every couple had one child, that means it's halving the population rate. If every couple had two children, it's replacing them, and that means the population rate stays stable. And if every couple had three or more kids, then they're overpopulating the planet because there's more kids than to replace them. That's just a bit of, I know that might have been simple for you. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that governments should pay, I believe, child benefit for the first child, but no children after that. It's not necessary to have two or more kids. You have one kid, you enjoy your kid, you pay for them, you get benefits, but why do you need two or more children? That's your decision, that's your want. It's not a need anymore. Okay, so to say it's like the UN Declaration that every female and male has a right to a child. I can't remember what the exact quote is. You know, who dictates this? Who says that we have a right to a child? But I still do believe one kid, okay, fair enough, I understand you should pay child benefit. I think we have to deal with world issues, or we're all in for a big doomsday. So we have to deal with population. And one of the ways of dealing with this is only paying child benefit for one child. Because not only are you kind of reducing the amount of people that want to keep on having kids to get more and more child benefit, get housing benefit, you know, earn a lot of money through there, you're also getting rid of, there's like a subconscious mentality. Okay, go on, we'll have a third kid. Come on, let's just have, we have protection from the government, they're going to help us. No, it kind of get rid of this. If you're going to have a kid, it's your responsibility. This is why I believe the coalition government, instead of reducing the child benefit, should only pay for child benefit in circumstance of the first child. I do understand situations of rape or similar situations where if for religious reasons you can't have an abortion or something and you've already got one child, it's your second child, then I think maybe in those circumstances, yes, you could have child benefits because you didn't want the kid in the first place. Or I think you should just put it in an orphanage. How mean that sounds, But I think that's what you got to do, because I think otherwise people are going to start making up all sorts of stories. They're going to go and have sex and they're going to say, oh, I was raped, and they're going to make a story in order to get child benefit. And the government does not have the money. So just to end off my point, world population is growing too much. We only have limited resources, and basically the coalition government should only pay for one child. Please send me your thoughts on this.